Hi everyone, this is Arvind here from MindMajix, and today I welcome you all to this amazing session on JIRA tutorial. So in this video, we are going to discuss in detail about what exactly is JIRA and how you can use JIRA. Okay, so let's quickly have a look at the agenda for today's session. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, these are the topics that we are going to discuss. Firstly, we'll start with what exactly is JIRA. Then we will have a look at the various components that are available in JIRA. The next topic of discussion would be the architecture of JIRA, and then we will discuss a few terminologies, or you can say the concepts, which are very basic related to JIRA, such as issues, screens, schemes, projects, sprints, and reports. Okay, and we will conclude this session by a hands-on session in which I will show you how exactly do you download JIRA and how do you use it. Okay, so this was all about the agenda for today's session. I hope this is very clear to each and every one of you.
So before moving ahead, I want you guys to subscribe to MindMajix YouTube channel and also hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update from us. So without any further delay, let's get started.
Okay, so the first point of discussion here is what exactly is JIRA? So JIRA is one of the most common applications for handling software projects. It is an agile project management tool and it supports agile methodology, whether that is Kanban, Scrum, or any other view of agile. In one single JIRA tool, you can manage, track, as well as plan all your agile software development projects. It is actually a software program that enables companies to handle their projects, processes, tasks, and issues. JIRA is regarded as the smart software because it easily automates the tedious tasks related to process, project management, and issues. So this software enables teams to handle issues all through their problems lifecycle. It is highly customizable and tailored to fit various organizational structures. So this product was developed by an Australian company called Atlassian, and this product is written in the Java programming language. Okay, so I hope this gives you a clear idea of what exactly is JIRA. So let's move on to the next part here, and the next topic of discussion is the components in JIRA. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, these are the various components of JIRA, such as JIRA Core, JIRA Service Desk, and JIRA Software. So JIRA is divided into three major components, and the term JIRA refers to a common platform that these products are developed on. Okay, so let's discuss these concepts one by one. The first concept is the JIRA Core. So JIRA Core resembles classic JIRA with its workflow capabilities and field customization. So JIRA Core is ideal for general purpose task management. The second component is the JIRA Service Desk. So JIRA Service Desk is a JIRA Core with capabilities of a service desk. JIRA Service Desk is designed for running JIRA as a support system for ticketing with a focus on customer satisfaction with service level agreement goals and with a simple UI for the end users. And the third component here is the JIRA software. So previously this was known as JIRA Agile, and now JIRA software is a JIRA core with capabilities of Agile. So this is highly suited for software development teams that want to utilize Agile methodologies like JIRA, Kanban, and Scrum. Okay, so these were the components which are available in JIRA. The JIRA family of applications is developed to provide a tailored experience to their users. So JIRA Core is JIRA's default application and is always present in a JIRA instance. You can also include the other application like JIRA Service Desk or JIRA Software. As the default application is JIRA Core, if you have the license for JIRA Service Desk or JIRA Software, your users can have access to the JIRA Core without the need for an additional license. Every JIRA application offers a tailored experience for its users and is associated with a specific type of project, which in turn provides application-specific features. The users who can log in to a JIRA instance can view every project present in that particular instance, but they can only view the application-specific features if they have access to the application. For instance, a software project will be able to show data from linked development applications like Fisheye and Bitbucket on a software project, and you can create agile dashboards as well. But only a JIRA software user can view this information. A JIRA core user will not be able to view the application specific features such as JIRA dashboards or the information that is related to the development, but he or she can see the software project. In the same way, a JIRA software user will be able to have only a basic view of the service desk project and the issues related to it, but will be able to view any JIRA service desk application specific features on the project. Okay, so let's move on to the next component, and the most important part of this session, you can say, is the JIRA architecture. Okay, so guys, you can have a look at the diagram which is present on your screen. So let's discuss about the architecture. So JIRA, as I told you earlier, is written in Java programming language and is deployed into a Java servlet container like Tomcat as a standard Java war file. Users can interact with JIRA with the help of web browser, since JIRA is a web application. JIRA utilizes Webwork 1 for processing web requests that the user submits. Webwork 1 is actually an MVC based framework that is similar to struts. Okay, for those who have worked with Java previously, they must be knowing struts as well. Okay, so JSP is used by JIRA for the view layer. When you visit a specific URL in a web application, the scenario that happens is defined by a web application framework. In JIRA, almost all authentication is performed by Seraph. So Seraph is an open source web authentication framework. Okay, so JIRA can have new actions that are defined with the help of Webwork. The Webwork sample plugin consists of the example classes and actions that can be utilized to understand this topic in a comprehensive manner. The single sign-on, or you can say the SSO, and identity management tool of Atlassian is known as Crowd. Okay, so this is a brief overview of how exactly the JIRA works. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the webwork that we just discussed, and this is the Seraph part. Okay, and here you can see you also have the component known as quads. Okay, so quads is nothing but you can have multiple services related to JIRA in these quads. Okay, apart from that, you also have JIRA utility and manager classes. Okay, so these were some of the most important components of the JIRA architecture. Okay, I hope you're very clear with what we have just discussed related to architecture. Okay, so now we will move on to the next part, which is the basic JIRA components. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, these are the various basic concepts, or you can say the terminologies that are associated with JIRA. So these concepts are nothing but issues, screens, schemes, projects, sprints, and reports. Okay, so let us discuss these concepts one by one. Okay, the first component here is issues. Okay, so what exactly is issues? So the issues in JIRA software help you to keep a track of your team, estimate workload, and manage your code. So various companies use JIRA tool to track different types of issues, which can represent anything such as a leave request form, a project task, or a software bug. In any JIRA project, issues can be termed as its building blocks. A task, a bug, a story, or any other issue type can be represented as an issue. An issue can be stated as a packet of work in JIRA Core. Okay, so you are very aware of what exactly is JIRA Core, as we have discussed in the previous part of this session. It can be a large chunk of work or a small task depending on your project and how your team decides to divide the works into issues. Okay, so an example of small issue can be, suppose for example, you have to remember to order a burger for a party. Okay, and a large issue can be building a bridging wall between the garage and the house. Okay, so these were some simple examples of what exactly is issue. So now if you talk about the different issue types related to JIRA Core, so the first type here is the task. So a task is nothing but something that needs to be done, or you can also call it as an activity. Okay, and under this task, you can also have a subtask, or you can say the sub activity, a small task existing with a large chunk of work. Okay, so these were the issue types related to JIRA Core. Okay, now if you talk about the JIRA software, so the first issue type here is the story. So what is a story? A story is a functionality request expressed from the user's perspective. The next issue type here is a bug. A bug is a problem that impairs service or a product functionality. And the third issue type here is the epic. So an epic is a large chunk of work that consists of many different issues. Okay, and if you talk about the JIRA service desk, so the first issue type here is an incident. Okay, so an incident is nothing but a system outage. The second issue type here is the service request. A service request is a general request from a user for a service or a product information. The next issue type here is a change. So what is a change? A change is a rollout of new solutions or technologies. And the last issue type here is the problem. So problem is the tracking of underlying causes of the incidents. Okay, so these were the different issue types in JIRA Core, JIRA Software, and JIRA Service Desk. Okay, let's move on to the next concept here, and the next concept is screen. So in JIRA, when an issue is viewed, edited, or created, the resulting collection of fields that appear is defined as a screen. A screen provides you with the control over the data that you want to get included in your issue based on the type of issue that you're editing or creating. Okay. The next concept here is the schemes. A JIRA scheme maps a project to any type of concept managed by JIRA. By defining the schemes, JIRA enables you to display specific pieces of issues information at specific times. A screen can simply be stated as a collection of fields. Okay, when an issue is being edited, viewed, created, or transitioned via a specific step in a workflow, you can choose which screen to get displayed. The screen scheme of a project determines which screens have to be displayed for different issue operations, such as create, edit, or view. Okay, so I hope you're very clear with the definition of schemes. Okay, and there are various types of schemes, such as workflow scheme, issue security scheme, screen scheme, field configuration scheme, permission scheme, notification scheme, and so on. Okay, so we will have a look at the schemes in the actual demo part, which will be at the end of this session. Okay, let's move on to the next part. And the next part here is the projects. So what is a project? So in JIRA tool, the collection of issues is known as a project. A JIRA project could be used to manage a help desk, track a project, coordinate a product's development, and more based on your requirements. A JIRA project can also be customized as well as configured for your specific needs. Okay, now if you talk about the various project types, so more than one project type is available based on which JIRA applications you have installed. So every project type has a particular set of features, and all the users on the JIRA instance can see all the projects, but the actions they can take and the features they see are determined by the specific project permissions and application access. So let's move on to the next part, which is nothing but the sprint. Okay, so what do you mean by a sprint? So sprint is defined as a fixed time period wherein teams finish work from their product backlog. The time period for sprints may be 1, 2, or 4 weeks. So a team will usually have developed and implemented a working product increment at the end of the sprint. The next concept here is that of reports. So JIRA Core offers a range of reports that display statistics for specific versions, people, information about issues. So as you can see on the screen, these are the various types of reports that are available in JIRA software, such as average age report, pie chart report, resolution time report, recently created issues report, time since issues report, single level group by report, and so on. Okay, so these were all the basic concepts related to JIRA software that you must be aware of. So before moving on to the hands-on part, it was very important to cover these topics. Okay, and now in the next part of this session, we will see how actually you can use the JIRA software. Okay.
Okay, so guys, I think we have covered enough of the theory part for JIRA, and now it is the time to move on to the hands-on part. Okay, so the first and foremost thing is downloading JIRA on your system. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just quickly, I'll open my Chrome and I will type download JIRA, and there's a blog from MindMajix which we have published. Okay, so as you can see here, if you click on this link, a complete guide to JIRA installation from MindMajix. Okay, so what we will do is we'll just quickly go through this blog so that you'll understand how do you install JIRA on your Windows system. Okay, so this is specifically for Windows. Okay, so let me just scroll down over here. Yeah, so we'll start from here, installation of JIRA application. So what you'll do is the first and foremost thing is downloading JIRA. So how do you download JIRA? So here it says this website. So let me just go copy this link over here and let me just paste it in the Chrome. Yeah. So here, as you can see on this link, you can download it for a free trial of 30 days. Okay. So as you can see here, try JIRA software, download our self-managed offering for free for 30 days. Okay. So what you can do is you can either try the data center on AWS, or you can try it on Azure as well. So these are basically cloud platforms. Okay. So the first and foremost step is downloading JIRA. And how do you download JIRA? So you have to go to this link, atlassian.com, and in that software, JIRA download. Once you go to this link, you'll be able to find this software, and from there you can download it. Okay. And in the second step, what you do is now you have to run the installer. Okay. So here the Windows admin account is recommended for running the installer. Okay. So this is the step 2. Okay. And in same step, what you do is you have to follow the prompts to install the JIRA. Okay. So the software will be automatically asking you the destination directory, as you can see over here. Okay. So you can choose it whatever you want, and you can even select the default location as mentioned over here, and you simply have to click on next. Then you have to select the home directory over here. Okay. So where the JIRA data like logs, search indexes, and files will be stored. You have to select it over here. Okay. And then you have to specify the TCP ports in the next step. Okay. So here the HTTP connector port and the control port will be selected for JIRA to run. Okay. So here you can stick with the default unless you want to use some another port for running JIRA. Okay. And then in the fourth step, what you can do is you have to install as a service. So this option is available only when you run the installer as an admin. Okay. So once all of this is done, the JIRA will be started in your web browser. Okay. And after that, what you do is how to set up your JIRA application. So this is the basically the step number 3. And here you have to choose setup method. Okay. And here you can select, I'll set it up by myself. Okay. And what is the next step after that? You have to connect your database. So if you do not have your database, you can create one. Okay. And just you have to check this before you begin section of this page for the details. And then you can choose the my own database over here. And what you'll do is you have to choose the type of your database. Okay. And after that, what you can see is you can use a standard JDBC database connection for JIRA. Okay. And you can use, any database like Oracle or MySQL, SQL Server, and so on. Okay. And after that, what you have to do is you have to set up the application properties. Okay. And before moving to application properties in the setup wizard, what you have to do is you have to specify the driver class name, then the database URL, and the username and the password. Okay. And the next step is set the application properties. So you have to give a name for your JIRA site. You can choose whether your site should be private or it should be public. Like if it is public, anyone can sign up on that website. Okay. And here you have to enter the base URL. After that, what you have to do is you have to enter the license. So since we are using the free version, you do not need any license. And in the next step, you have to create your admin account. For admin account, what you have to do is you have to select a particular username and password. In the next step, what you can do is you can set up the email notifications as well. Okay. So what is the purpose of setting up email notifications? So if you have any issue changes or any changes related to your account on JIRA, so those notifications, you can get it up in the email section. Okay. And the last step is you can start using JIRA on your web browser. Okay. So if you just scroll down. Okay. So I think if you go through this blog thoroughly, you'll be able to set up JIRA on your Windows system. Okay, so let me just close this blog. So we have just closed this blog and now we are on this main page. Okay, so here I followed each and every step that we have just discussed in the blog, and this is my URL for JIRA. Okay, so as you can see here, arvind5.atlassian.net. Okay, and if you click on this JIRA software, what you can do is you can switch to either JIRA software or the JIRA admin. Okay, So once I select this admin part, what I can do is I can select the organizations. So here, both of these organizations are created by me. So I'll select this Arvind 5. Okay. So as you can see here, there are two products over here, JIRA Software and JIRA Admin. And what I'll do is I'll select the JIRA Software from this section over here. And since I've already created a project over here, I'll click on this project. Okay. So as you can see, this is the overall UI for JIRA. Okay. So I've already created a project over here. And if you want to create a new project, so what you can do is you can click on projects over here, and over here you can see this is my current project, and from here you can view all the projects that are present, and you can also select create new project. Once I do that, okay, so you will be navigated to this page, and here you can select the type of project that you can create. Okay, so Kanban is the last project that I've created, and you can also create a Scrum project. Okay, so let me just click on Scrum. Okay, so here what you have to do is you have to select the template. So here you can see you have an option of use template. And if you just scroll down, this will be your overall template, and I'll select the option of use template. Okay, so here you can choose the project type in the second step. As you can see here, in the first step, we chose the template. And in the second step, what you can do is you can either choose a team managed project or the company managed project. Okay, so what is the difference between these two, team managed and company managed projects? So here you can set it up and maintain by your team members. Okay, so let's say you're a part of the team. So each and every member of your team can manage this project. Okay, and if it is a company managed project, so setting up the project and maintaining it will be done by the JIRA admins. So there will be like only one or two admin people who will be able to manage this project. Okay, so here it also talks about the essential features and the advanced features. Okay, so as of now, I'll select this team managed project. Okay, so you have to enter the details of your project. So I can select demo project over here. Okay, and you can enter the key, whatever you want. Okay, so I'll select this connect repositories, documents, and more. Okay, and I'll click on next over here. Okay, so here it says you haven't connected any tools as of yet. Okay, and there's an option of go to project over here. Okay, so as you can see here, we have created a new project. Okay, and now we have two projects over here. This was the previous project that I've created, and this is the latest one that we have created. Okay, and now if you go to this filter, like basically these are the options that you can have in JIRA software: projects, filters. Okay, so here it says view all filters, advanced issue search. After that, you have the dashboard option as well. Then you have the people. Okay, so here since we have created a team managed project, so what you can do is you can invite your fellow teammates from here. Okay, so if I click on invite teammates, so I have to add their email address over here, and I have to click on invite. So a link will be sent to their email account for joining this project. Okay, and what you can do is you can also create a team over here from start a team. Okay, after that you have an option of apps. Okay, so once I click on apps over here, so these are the apps that you can use for your teams, such as Slack, Microsoft Teams, Figma, and so on. Okay, so this is how you create a project over here. And now in this left hand side section, what you can do is you can, for planning purpose, you have this roadmap. Okay, so once I click on roadmap, okay, so here you have to specify what needs to be done. Okay, so here basically for this project, you are mentioning the tasks that you need to accomplish. Okay, so here you can specify whatever task that you want to accomplish, and here you can see you have this timeline over here. So when do you want to achieve that particular task? So today, in coming few weeks, in coming few months, or even in coming few quarters. Okay, so this is all about creating a roadmap over here. And then if you click on backlog over here, so we already discussed what backlog is, if you remember. Okay, so here you can, as you can see, your backlog is empty. Okay, and then you also have an option of creating an issue over here. Okay, so for this particular project, what are the issues that need to be highlighted? So issues are nothing but problems in your project. Okay, and whatever problem that happens, or that tends to occur in your project, you can mention it over here, and once those problems are sorted, you can solve it. You can click on issue sorted. Okay, so let me just click on this board over here. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the board section, and here you have option of, again, the backlog that we just previously saw. So what you can do is you can click on project pages over here. Okay, so what are project pages? You can capture your team's knowledge and improve the way you get work done. Okay, so this is the overall purpose of project pages, and here you can see the templates. Okay, so here you have blank page, product requirements, decisions, meeting notes, and so on. So if I click on project settings over here, okay, so as you can see here, you have board access, issue types, automation, notifications. Okay, and once you do that, you can also click on features over here. Okay, so whatever features you want to use in your project, so that you have to enable from here. Okay, so I can use sprints in my project, so I've already enabled this. Okay, after that, the issue navigator, I can enable this as well. If you want reports for your project, you can enable it from here. Okay, after that, there's also this option of backlog that is already enabled, and then the roadmap. Okay, so these are the features that you can use in your project. Okay, and after that, if you select this portion, automation. Okay, so here you can specify the rules for your project. Okay, so here you can see you have project rules, global rules, and all the rules. Okay, so currently there are no rules set up for this project. Okay, so here you can see browse the library, or you can create rules for your project from this option. Okay, and in this section, issues, so what you can do is here, if you click on issue types, you'll be navigated to this page. Okay, so here you can see we had discussed the issue types, if you remember: epic, bug, story. Okay, so you can create and label all of these issue types over here. Okay, for epic, this is the description field: summary, description, status. Okay, assignee, labels, start date, due date, and so on. Okay, so similarly for bugs also, you will find these fields and you can create bugs in your project. Okay, so you can highlight the bugs. Okay, so this was all about the project. And now if you talk about access over here, so here you can manage who can have access to your project. Okay, and what are the roles? Okay, so here, as you can see, the roles, is it the administrator or the member or the viewer? And here, as of now, we have only one member. Okay, so you can add people over here. Like if you want to give access to your teammates for this project, you can add people over here and you can grant them the access. Okay, so this was all about the project. Okay, so guys, I hope you now have an idea of how to download JIRA on your system, and you now have basic idea of how the things work in the JIRA software. Okay, so I think that's all from my side in this session. If you have any doubt related to this demo or this session, You can write your queries in the comments box, and my team is here to help you with all your doubts and queries. Okay, so thank you so much for being with us and have a very good day.